The Personal Agility Framework has 12 principles, with each one offering a guideline to help you become more effective at increasing your chances of success. The framework offers so many opportunities that you might be overwhelmed trying to do them all at once. It's best to pick one or two at a time and work with them until you feel comfortable. Remember, the approach is to adopt over time small incremental changes that add up to significant transformation. You have your whole life ahead of you. You deserve to enjoy the journey. In this video, Principle 8 opens a doorway into a whole new world of agility. Principle 9 shows you the best way to do it. Stick with me as we take the personal agility model to the next level. Principle 8 in the Personal Agility Framework states, collaborate at every opportunity with other self-organizing, motivated individuals. This one is pretty far down in the list, and for a reason. You need a solid foundation before you start venturing out to work with others. Specifically, you need to master the first two principles to become a self-organizing, motivated individual. How do you find these other people? It's pretty obvious when you look back at the second principle. Find those who have built accomplishments, leaders in your community or profession, successful practitioners of just about any craft, musicians and other artists, professors at universities, politicians. It takes motivation and trust in yourself to rise to the top. These people don't have to have practiced the specific principles of personal agility. There are hundreds of paths that achieve the same results. When you are ready, go find them and offer to work with them. You might ask, collaborate on what? As you progress through the adoption of the principles, you will find yourself working on improvements. As your confidence grows, the projects you work on become more complex. At the same time, you'll be continually focused on technical excellence and good design. Ideas will grow out of these activities. For example, in the research that I've done for these videos, I have about 24 options to develop collaborative projects. I haven't even tried yet, but these ideas are in the pipeline for my development. If you recall in my visualization video, I discard over 99% of my ideas, so statistically speaking, none of these 24 are likely to become reality. But I am confident something will come when I decide to focus upon it. I don't want to sound boastful here, but instead, hopeful. I want to share with you this hope that you can do the same thing. It's one of my ideas. I'm sharing everything I know with the hope that some people will follow. Those of you who are successful will be self-organizing, motivated individuals. When you are ready, get in touch with me and we will collaborate. So, what does at every opportunity in this principle mean? It doesn't mean you have to collaborate all the time, but rather when it's appropriate. This involves raising awareness to look for these opportunities and when taking the steps to follow through. It's a process, which means don't wait too long to do it. Start early, deliver early. Practice it continuously, improve upon it, and measure your improvements. Don't overcommit, and make sure your efforts are sustainable. And finally, create it with attention to technical excellence and good design. In other words, approach collaboration following all the principles that precede it. That brings us to Principle 9. Face-to-face conversation is the most effective form of communication. It's not the only form, just the most effective. Principles 8 and 9 are only a beginning. There is a whole separate Agile framework for teams. It's a methodology used to develop software. Each of the principles I've been presenting to you in the Agility for Life model are based upon this original Agile methodology. And it isn't a small thing. It was created over 20 years ago and is practiced by most of the Fortune 500 companies. The programs you use every day were likely created using Agile principles. If you learn and adopt the principles in the Agility for Life model, you will understand the forms of agility used by business. How can you not succeed with an advantage like that?